Joe fucking the hoe. Joe the motherfucker.
Whose bank account ain't moving slow.
No, it's swole.
It's swole. He'll let you know.
He has little white bunnies bouncing on his dick. Bam, 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 bouncing on his dick.
For real.
He came in the locker room after blowing a clip in about 4 snow bunnies. He calls them white girls.
Keep going. He called personally.
They coming after his money.
Is it racist to call a white woman snow bunny?
I don't know.
I don't give a fuck. Tell him. Duck that shit.
I don't know. I actually think they prefer it. I think they actually kind of follow it.
He called me a bunny.
Contents of this podcast are informational in nature, and neither Shane, nor Johnny, nor I, nor Random Realness is engaged in the provision of legal, tax, or any other advice. You should seek your own advice from professional advisors, including lawyers and accountants, regarding the legal, tax, and financial implications of any financial decision you contemplate. Additionally, the information shared on this podcast is not intended to be a substitution for diagnosis, treatment, or informed professional advice. You should not take any action or avoid taking any action without consulting with a qualified mental health professional.
Welcome to the show, Random Realness, episode 40 motherfucking 2.
42.
How you doing, dog?
Good.
You got a name for that number?
Yeah, Chris Warren. Seahawks, 1980, 88.
I was gonna say,
Probably
God
was,
damn,
nigga. Chris Warren,
God
42.
damn. 42. That's a tough one. What about Glenn Perkins?
Glenn Perkins, okay.
You switch it up, go a little basketball on you.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Jerry Stackhouse.
Vin Baker,
Vin
wasn't
Baker.
he 42? Yeah. All right.
Jerry Stackhouse, you know?
Yeah.
He might have been the best 42.
Whole longevity.
Okay, relax.
He had this like.
Okay, dog. We're not gonna disrespect him like that. I'm your host, Shane, here with my dog, J. White. How you doing, boy?
I'm doing good, man. I had a great weekend.
Yeah, I can tell. Okay, first off, nigga, you don't ever match, but you don't match even more so, and you got a yellow belly showing out, girl. Yeah, let them know. Ooh,
No. It's OnlyFans, okay? Mm-hmm. That's for the Patreon.
Okay, as I say, rolling out next week. Make sure you
come over there. $9.99 a month subscription based model.
Get you right and knock you the opposite of tight.
You hear it?
But why? Because your whole outfit, you got a winning outfit on.
I got a winning outfit on, man. I didn't know what to do. I wanted to represent all of it. You know, Vandals beat Nevada. Freaking 33-6,
which is unheard of.
We're in the Big Sky now. We're not even in the Division
For
1.
those who don't know, this is like Boise State's little sister, and so like they haven't beat us since World War One popped off. I think.
We were the Trailblazers for football in Idaho.
For football.
I
feel like for football, we were the Trailblazers.
We were the Trailblazers. Yeah, and then Cowboys dusted the motherfucking Giants 40-0.
So if you saw the predictions, I really didn't. It was a joke because you guys took it as I was being serious. Yeah. I didn't really take the Giants.
Okay.
My real pick was the Vikings.
Yeah.
And they lost too, so it's not like I'm jumping to a better record. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, Giants could just be slow starters. They've done that before.
2 defensive touchdowns. That'll suck the air out of the room, wouldn't it?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, damn.
And then,
first of all, before we go to these shorts, I want to say I hate that you have American flag in the Cowboys. That's not America's team. No, it's not.
It's been America's team since 1949.
Just because the nigga who owns half of America says it's America's team doesn't.
No, he's rich. He ain't that rich.
When he claims. Just because he owns your niggas' minds, that he doesn't own ours.
No.
Right?
So the reason they're America's team is because they did a good job of the expansion getting into Mexico. You can only either watch the Raiders or the Cowboys. So boom.
So the Raiders are America's team.
They're another.
No,
team
they're for
that
sure
has,
America's team.
They're woven into America's fabric.
Shut the fuck
But they're more of like the evil side, you know. Like
onto your
if you hate life, you like the Raiders. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, fuck this, life sucks.
Yeah, I'm always like that.
As soon as Bo's hip blew out, it was downhill for the Raiders.
Me, I was like, I'm like, oh my god! Every week you talk me off the ledge.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I know.
Last week he caught me with a rope. I was just putting it up. He walked in. I said, "Oh, we're shooting today."
Yeah, I said episode 41.
I said, "Oh, all right, well, I had a camera up, but it wasn't for that." But all right, cool, bet.
It was, what's that show called? Would they sent out the letters? It was like the suicide movie on Netflix.
Oh, Hunger Games or not Hunger Games? I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's the one with the games.
Is it?
Is that what you're talking about?
No, I think it's like called like 17. No,
I don't know what you're talking about. Then I thought you were talking about Squid Games.
Yeah,
how you like got the invite to go pretty much commit suicide or try to be a millionaire, nigga.
Yeah.
But anyways, your Longhorns
beat Bama.
Shout out to Texas UT. Shout out to UT. Roll Tide. Right?
No, hook 'em.
I know. That's what.
I know. Your Tide went like this.
Yeah. It's alright.
It was like a bad Jerry curl. It
didn't have all. It didn't curl all the way around.
It wasn't rolling. You know what I mean?
He said it was just a tide.
Is it bad that like I'm sitting here going, dang, we beat Alabama, and I automatically want to go to that means Bama's just not that good this year?
I mean, kind of. It sucks, but I don't. When's the first time Bama's? I mean, when I feel like Bama doesn't ever lose unless it's in the playoffs. Still, like down to the final teams.
They haven't lost to a
non-component
team or a non-conference team. I think it was in 53 games, 63 games, something like that.
That's what I'm saying. They only lose to the big football schools.
So I'm putting it out here right now. I expect Texas to roll, and if I expect Texas to stampede. So you keep throwing that fucking roll tide. I expect them to stampede through the rest of the season. Based off of
who's their quarterback?
Quinn Ewers, or
that boy was slinging it.
He was slinging it.
Yeah, he looked good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like Colorado won again. I know you niggas are probably sick of hearing that, but get used to it, nigga. Buff fan from here on out, nigga. From last episode.
I saw a meme that said, as long as Dion's at Colorado, everybody can have two favorite teams. Your favorite team and Colorado. Right. I'm like, yeah, I'm on board with that.
That sounds fair, nigga. I'm cool with it. So before we go on to my team, I saw a little meme. Coach Prime is Coach Baker.
Shut up.
Travis Hunter is Spencer James. And Shador is
Jordan.
Yep.
Good old Jordan. That is.
What do you think?
That's hilarious.
It's pretty accurate, right? Yeah. It's like, he's a superstar of the team, but I'm a superstar at my position. You know, It's like, poor Shiloh don't even get talked about. The safety son, he dresses like him during the game, wears his number.
He talks about him though.
Yeah,
he does.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I think after the first game, he said something like, he blew a tackle. I had to get on him, and I was like, yeah, that's legit. Like the standard is the standard. Dion ain't bringing it down for nobody, not even his own kid, and that's like legit. Obviously, he's supportive.
I was watching one of the well-off media videos before the season started, and Shiloh came up, and it's like the first day they had pads on, and Shiloh came up and hit somebody, like laid a good hit, right? And,
yeah.
He's all cussing, like, fuck yeah. Dion's like, Shiloh, I hear you cursing out there, boy. Because they're like not supposed to cuss in front of him, right?
Yeah.
That's like his thing is he doesn't cuss, so he does like respect me not to cuss in front of me, you know?
Yeah.
But I just think it's funny because, he's like, I gotta be a dad, so I still gotta be a dad first. You know, it's God damn. It's like, come on, man. First day of pads.
Let him get off.
The standard is the standard, nigga. You know what it is.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you were performing in front of God or, you know, like you got to act the same every time.
Yeah.
But my Raiders won. Shout out to Jimmy G.
Shut up.
What do you mean?
Shout out to Jimmy. Was it really Jimmy or was it? I saw the little bit, the times that I was like focused on it on the TV, I saw Jacobs doing what Jacobs did.
Bro, I thought he looked rusty. I'm not going to lie.
Maybe I just saw like the first drive.
I thought he looked rusty. No, towards the end of the game or in the second half, like I want to say in the middle of the third, he had 2 big runs.
And has he always wore 8?
No, he was 2'8".
Okay,
he just changed to 8,
and it looked good on him. I was like, all right,
yeah. How do you feel about the single digits at all positions? If you want,
I like it.
It's like college, but
yeah.
We have a defensive end that rocks a 9.
Yeah,
I like it more so in the NFL because it's not like, oh, there's a 9 on defense and a 9 on offense. You know, it's like, no, nigga, there's 1 9.
Yeah,
that's who it is.
Yeah. No, I'm down with any jersey.
I said shout out to Jimmy G because that boy, he showed a little flash of something that we haven't seen in a long time. You know, since before DC broke his leg. You know, fucking. End of the game, 3rd and like 7, I think, 3rd and 8 maybe. Excuse me. Scrambles, drops back, nobody. Scrambles for the first down, slides inbounds to keep the clock rolling. You know, just like a super heads up play. It's like, nigga, he guaranteed had more rushing yards this game than fucking Derek Carr had all year last year.
You know what I hadn't really been processing because isn't Josh McDaniels is Patriots?
Yep.
And Jimmy Garoppolo was started from the Patriots, and so I was like, "Oh,
Jacoby Myers is Patriots. That nigga had 2 touchdowns.
Man, I was
Hunter Renfrow Hunter Renfrow was irrelevant.
Was he new this year?
Myers is new this year. Yeah. Hunter Renfrow was irrelevant.
Yeah.
Devontae, you know, he did all right. He didn't ball out, but he wasn't like.
He had a huge one where he was deep and got the pass interference call.
Yeah, for like 40 yards or something. Yeah.
He would have caught that if they wouldn't have pass interference. So it's like he did what he needed to do.
Little Patrick Surtain Jr.
Yeah, he couldn't hold him.
PS2.
Back to the jersey numbers. Darren Waller. I was watching his. He was on the pivot.
Yeah,
and I was like, I'm just watching it because it's the pivot. But he has like substance abuse like in his background, and so he's wearing 12 for Alcoholics Anonymous is his jersey number. So I thought that was pretty cool.
That's why him and Max Crosby are so cool.
Crosby's on the AA train too.
Yeah, last year was his first year sober playing football in his whole life, like since obviously a little kid, but. Boy's a dog. Look at him. Sober as a gopher? Yup.
Yeah, and somebody from your family tree called and was like, "Yeah, we're first place in our division. We got to win. Everybody else in the conference or in the division lost." I was like, "Damn."
Who, my brother?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah.
You know, it ain't that in first place. Give them the worst taste. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing, nigga. It ain't nothing. On the road, you know, it ain't nothing. It's division game. Start us off. You know how it feels, though. But you were at home, right?
Yeah. No, we weren't at home.
You were away?
Yeah, we were in New York. Okay. Because how you hit me with that? A concrete jungle where dreams are made of. There's nothing you can't do. Now you're in
New York. Go ahead, what? That y'all dogged him out, though. I'm not gonna lie. I remember calling you. I think it was right at the end of the last time you guys scored. Mm-hmm. Right before they kicked the extra point. I'm like, bruh.
39-0.
Nigga, do they need me to go out there? I can do something. Shit.
The weather was bad though. Like it was pouring,
really?
pouring.
And that's why niggas were fumbling, huh?
I think that's why it made kicking harder. Everything just, yeah. And Dallas. I mean, damn, they
you
were
guys
playing
look
so
good.
fucking fast.
You guys look good.
Yeah.
You guys always have a good defense, I feel, though.
Now, it used to be our like Achilles heel, but now it is like...
Yeah, because Dak can't move the ball, so they're like, we got to, you know...
Dak didn't really need to do anything this game. That's the funny thing.
So, Vikings lost. Yep. Everybody thought they were going to win.
Yep.
Browns won, beat the Bengals, like, badly. You seen that? Mm-hmm. The Bengals. Oh, Jamar Chase. He was like, I'm sick because... He said, it reminded me of my little cousin. He said, honestly, I'm kind of irritated because I called him some elves and we just lost him to some elves. And so I'm frustrated on my part. Said, nigga, what? When talking shit goes wrong, boy. Yeah. Said, you all bunch of fucking elves, nigga. You can never see us. Lost like 20-0 or something.
I've watched that game, the whole entire thing, and Cleveland looks like they have what they need.
The defense has always been good, for like the last 5 years.
Yeah,
fucking Denzel Ward, number 21.
Yeah,
the corner.
Yeah,
he's a top 5 corner in my opinion. He's nice. In my opinion, he's a top 5. He's fast as fuck. He doesn't fall for double fakes, you know, like he's just on you. He's like a shadow.
Yeah.
But Joey Burrow got that bag.
Did.
And then played like ass.
I guess we can give him the courtesy of he didn't play in the preseason. He hasn't been playing. And it wasn't
that was his preseason.
It wasn't easy to knock the dust off and all that stuff. But if that shit don't turn around quick, it's gonna be like Russell Wilson at Denver. Denver just sick. They're just
and then we just beat them at home too. Oh. They thought for sure. I'm not gonna lie. He looked good. He didn't look bad.
Yeah,
but yeah. How much? What was his contract? Joey Burrow's.
$275 million, $219 million guaranteed
for what? 5 years.
5 years.
Okay. I should have focused in school. Damn,
focus on growing taller earlier.
Yeah, nigga. Oh God, I should have just said fuck it. I'm going on a diet until something, nigga. It's just crazy. $275 million, nigga. How much guaranteed?
219.
Isn't it crazy? We were just talking about that like 3 episodes or 2 episodes ago.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, this nigga makes as much as Archie Manning in Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where he went.
But they knew he was gonna we knew he was gonna get paid.
Oh, obviously.
I said it back when we were talking about Lamar Jackson's contract. I go, watch what they give to Burrows with no question, no problem. Did Burrow win MVP yet?
No. But he's been to a Super Bowl, but no. Yeah.
Do they need to have other pieces around them that are just as crucial as him? Yeah. I think they need to have those receiver cores. Mm-hmm. Burrows was, I feel like he was on the ground a lot yesterday or getting rushed.
A lot. Yeah, he got I saw a stat for the defensive lineman. He had 4 sacks all of last season. He had 4 yesterday.
So they're gonna need to have to pay the line. Mm-hmm. You just anchor down the 275. I mean, I'm just pushing that same narrative that they do.
Crazy is
to when it's Dak trying to get a contract, Lamar trying to get a contract.
When you were talking about Lamar, when we were talking about that, Justin Herbert came out and got to like 265. You know. And so that even got topped, which you called even back then, but it's just funny because it's like, nigga, what?
Herbert hasn't
no problem
anything.
Right.
His teams are 8-8, 9-9.
Literally made the playoffs once.
Like, he's getting so much potential play, and it's disgusting.
Well, me. And
at the end of the day, it's disgusting.
We talked about it too briefly, but at what point is potential not enough? Like, well, I have the potential of getting 1,000 yards rushing when you don't have that potential. Mm-hmm. And you don't make enough plays with your arm to clearly get us enough wins to get to the playoffs or deep in the playoffs.
Yeah.
So it's like, why is it?
It's really easy to just go on a trip and not have to worry about you know, my stuff, my house, my cars, you know, my animals. Because Colin Lano Insurance, you know, he's always taking care of everybody, and in any situation, you got a question, call Colin. You need help with updating your homeowner's insurance, call Colin. You need help with bike insurance, boat insurance. You on an airplane, nigga, call Colin. He gonna get you right. Make sure you call that number right there. Tell Colin we sent you.
More potential in two things than you have in one. How do I not? Why is it a question when I want to get paid?
Yeah,
you know, it's just wild. And
if you want to do the Lamar Jackson thing, the Jalen Hurts should have been
right.
Like he should be. If Joe Burrows were saying he's the one,
I think Jalen Hurts is the next best thing, like age wise and talent, height. Under Patrick Mahomes. Yeah. Like, for real. Like, he's been to a Super Bowl his first year as a starter. Yeah. Like, granted, his team is good, but still, you are the main decision maker.
Yes, and he makes good decisions. Right. And he's like, he is durable. Like,
he's not built frailly.
No, and it's like, it can only, now that he's like locked in.
He's like Cam Newton-esque. Like, build wise, right? He's not as tall, but he's like built kind of like a running back.
Yep. And he's in this like newer zero tolerance hitting the quarterback cheaply. Mm-hmm. Cam Newton, they were letting him fucking off on him.
Nigga, he'd be sliding 15-yard slide at the end of the 15 yards. Niggas just
hit him, and they would have thrown the flag. They'd be like, "Well, he's big."
Yeah,
like, he's stop.
No, yeah, that's what it was. He's big. We'll go with that. Goofy ass. But yeah, nigga, Joe Burrow got the bag.
Yeah,
and I'm not a hater. I like Joe Burrow. Yeah. He's like one of my favorite like younger guys, right?
Yep.
He's not in my division. Mm-hmm. He's very talented. Like Justin Herbert's talented, but he's in my division. Patrick Mahomes is talented, but he's in my division. So I can't like them, you know. Yeah. But
and I don't think we're not trying to discredit Joe for getting the bag or anything like that. We're just trying to point out these obvious
facts of
unfairness.
Or what? I guess why we don't understand, right?
Do not understand. It's what do they call it?
Did Lamar go to a Super Bowl? I don't think he's been yet.
No, he hasn't. He hasn't gone to the Super Bowl. They lost in the AFC Championship game.
Yep.
But he did win an NFL MVP.
Yep.
And he's had like 13-5. 12 and his teams have like
winning the seasons, right?
They've almost essentially flopped in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. Multiple times they were the top team going in. Mm-hmm. So
yeah, I mean, I get Joe Burrow made it to the Super Bowl, but like you said, the nigga Lamar Jackson won a fucking MVP of the whole league. So.
And I think Burrow's, wasn't there a year like he missed like 6 games because of like a knee?
Yeah.
And then now he's already starting off with a calf. And it's like, if you're worried about not paying Lamar Jackson for the games, he probably could have came back in a week.
Right.
But since you guys are fucking with his money, he laid down to be like, see, you guys need me. You know what I mean? Like, this ship ain't going to run without it.
So kind of a transition to... How do you feel about quarterbacks taking these mega deals? Like, do you think it's negative, like bad for the organization? So, like for instance, Tom Brady, one of the most winningest quarterback in NFL history, he would always take a pay cut. He wasn't getting $50 million a year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So he could pay for protection and pay for a good defense, and they could have that.
Yeah.
Do you think? But then again, Patrick Mahomes. Nigga gets $1 billion and has been to the Super Bowl twice, you know, so it's like, is a quarterback's talent, or how do I say it? Is a quarterback's talent bigger than the depth of the roster? Depending, or
I think it's just depending.
Okay.
I think the Chiefs have done a good job of willing and dealing and filling those pieces.
Right.
And you have Andy Reid.
Like, that's good. You're right.
Like putting people in
when
spaces.
you're well coached, it helps.
Yeah.
Yeah. But if you are starting a franchise or you're starting an organization, are you going for Patrick Mahomes, or are you going for, like, not knowing how they ever did in football, but just knowing their abilities?
Yeah.
Like, are you going, which route are you going to go?
I'm going.
Pay the whole team and make sure we're stacked on every level.
Yeah, I'm paying the whole. I'm spreading it around more.
Okay.
And I'm praying that maybe I could get me a quarterback that has like a
Kellen
like
Moore,
Brady early,
like a
that's
Kellen
like
Moore.
willing to take a
like
little bit.
Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore, no.
Oh, that's my fault.
Kellen Moore.
Dog, don't hate on the fucking FBS most winningest quarterback in history, nigga. Don't you ever hate on him.
Is he still that?
Yes, he's been him.
He's not. Colt McCoy. Did he pass Colt McCoy?
Yeah,
or Colt
don't
McCoy
you,
pass him?
nigga.
I get blurry. I don't follow Iowa State football that much.
Iowa State.
Huh?
No, it's your big brother school.
What?
It's your big brother school. You said, "Hey, can you give me the stuff off the top?"
Man, but see, I don't know if there's ever just a single player that's going to do it for you. You could see San Francisco's model is 100% like defense, and then skill players, and then patch with the quarterback, and that works because it seems like.
But does it? They haven't. When's the last time they won a Super Bowl?
Okay, I hear you. I hear you.
I get it works,
yeah.
but in the regular season, then that's not what matters. So
that's fair.
It's tough too because football's a one and done game. It's not like best of 7. You know, so it's hard to be like, well, let the niggas in the Super Bowl play 7 games or 5 games, best of 5. How many, is the nigga that wins the first game of the Super Bowl actually going to win the series? Or, it's just weird to like break it down like that. So it's like, you don't know. It's just the best on that night, right?
You fucking just like woke in my brain. Because I was sitting there going, damn, the Eagles should have won the Super Bowl last year.
100%.
And Patrick Mahomes,
they did him.
Mahomes the fuck out of him. So
God.
maybe if you could say you're getting Patrick Mahomes like that, he's more than just talent because he has that like grit factor. I bet you after he retires and you get the stories, he's gonna be like, yeah, I never took like a day off. Like he's gonna be like, I did anything to win.
He said, no, my first fucking summer camp, I worked so long, Paul, I took my socks off. They were red from blood. I walked so much. I just did so much work.
Yeah.
I said, nigga, nobody gives a fuck about you, Patrick, bitch. And your bitch ass brother, nigga.
He said,
oh, ass nigga.
Doing TikToks and shit.
Oh, God, I hate that nigga.
That's what I would do, though, if my brother hit like that and I was just like the little offshoot.
You'd be the brother that everybody thinks is gay?
I would just pub.
Said I'd be that one questionable brother.
Yeah, I would just be off to the side doing my thing. I'd be basking in his glory.
He said I'd be basking in Mahomes' nut.
You're hella dumb.
You're a stupid bitch. So while we're talking about contracts, you heard about that kid from Florida.
Man, you told me about this.
I think it's ridiculous. A D-line. He's a D-line for sure, but or he's a lineman for sure. But his name is, where's his name, nigga?
They call him Mr. Payday Loans.
They call him
Predatorial Lending.
So okay, Bears defensive tackle. The Chicago Bears took him with their second round pick this year. Jervon Dexter claims he was victimized by unscrupulous NIL practices. He recently filed a lawsuit seeking to invalidate an NIL arrangement that allegedly violates applicable Florida law. So basically, this nigga got into a deal with a company. So if you're out there, if you're watching this, you're a college student, nigga, read the fine print. Man. Have somebody who knows what the fuck big words means reads this shit, all right? Because you can prevent all this. It just takes 20 minutes.
But this is so fucked up.
Yeah.
It's just fucked up on so many levels.
Dexter claimed that he agreed to pay Big League Advance Fund 15% of all pre-tax NFL earnings for the next 25 years in exchange for a one-time payment of $436,485 in 2022. Nigga's not playing for 25 years, nigga. He's not, but still.
The NFL earnings for 25 years. So if he makes it in the league for 6 years and gets a pension,
that's what I'm saying.
They're going to take 20 or 15% of that.
I'm breaking it down for the niggas at home. He will not be playing for 20. He's a defensive lineman. He's got max 10 years. Max 13. Max. There's a couple, but for less than $500,000, they said, 15%. Okay, watch this. For 25 years. Oh my God.
Who let him sign it? How could he not know that was a bad idea?
I want to know how many pages was the contract. Like 4? 4. Fuck. Like, nigga, what are we doing? You're an NFL prospect. You're asking for $500,000, you can't say here's 5 bands to have a nigga read over it.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
What are we doing?
I'm assuming he needed the money so fucking bad. He wanted the money so bad. I bet you his family pressure that he needed to have the money. But there's no. I think it's going to get thrown out in court. I bet you they're going to just make him pay the $400,000 back and then call it good, because there is somebody on the other side that paid the $500,000.
That's like, nigga, I want my money.
I want my money. You signed the contract. Fact. I mean, it's fucking kind of fucked up, but it's like, you signed the contract, dog.
It's like car deals.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Who cares what you're signing? Can you get the car you want?
Yeah.
You gonna get what you want today, Becky?
I know you can afford $1,200 a month. I know you can.
And even if you can't, so what?
I get my commissions up front. 15% of pre-tax money, essentially, because, say in NFL, when you're in the $1 million group, you're already 50% taxes. So if you're getting 15% of the pre-tax, of the 50% that's left, that's take home, that you have to pay this 15% back with, $25,000 would be 50% of your money. And so that 15% is truly 30% of his take home. Because the way it's worded, it's worded just like devastating.
Like, give me that pussy, girl. You know you got it on you.
15% maybe of the after tax amount.
Yeah.
Like, that would be a little more legit. He gets to keep 85% of his money. Right now, they're taking 30% of his money.
30% of what he gets to keep.
Yes, exactly.
That's just disgusting. He said, oh man, I got 20 mil. He said, nope, you got 70% of 20 mil.
You got, you signed 20 million, 10 million hit your bank account. I need 3 and you get 7. That's just, wow. What did he spend on the 400,000? What, if you signed that deal last year, what did you do with that 400,000 that changed your life?
Well, and I just don't understand. So it sounds like it's a big company, right? Like it's a bigger company.
It sounds like it's a fund. So some
right.
investors pulled together
to make a fund for it.
Yeah, to try to like.
But okay, so now, like, it just makes me think maybe it is this way because it's just a bunch of people like, fuck it, make up a contract to see if this nigga accepts it.
It is, and they're looking for a nigga.
Right,
exactly.
Specifically. Right. See, no, he don't have a dad in his life. He ain't going to be able to read this contract. You don't know what you...
Let's take him to Root Chris.
Hey, just put the price that we're giving him at the top and the bottom of the page. I'm actually right in the middle, too, so if he gets comfortable reading, he's going to get excited.
Because that's all that transparency.
You know,
he's going to see that number at the top, in the middle, at the bottom.
Put it in red in all 3.
Like,
goddamn. But yeah, and so it's just like makes me wonder what other NIL deals are like fucking over players, right? Because from my understanding, I thought NIL deals were to basically so players can contract with other companies and pretty much they're sponsored, right?
Yes.
And then it's for name and likeness.
That company can take your face and put it on their billboards and stuff and be like, he likes fucking Applebee's or
and
something.
not get in trouble because you're connected to the school.
Correct.
But it seems like niggas are just trying to. Oh, now they're doing it to. And they're not. It's not promotion. It's nigga, you gonna give me. I'm gonna give you this $1 million, but you gonna give me 20 million.
Yeah.
And it's like, man, what? But that. I guess that's business in every level, right? There's always gonna be a conniving ass nigga and trying to get over on somebody.
They, I think Zion had the same issue. His dad or stepdad and his mom took like $5 million from some sports gym type thing where they were like, oh no, it was some sports agency where, hey, we'll give you this $5 million. You just have to sign with us when you go to the draft process. Zion didn't sign the contract. His mom and his dad did. So once he went pro, he was like, I didn't sign that, and they can't fucking tell me what to do because I'm my own person, which is kind of fucked up because, he was probably his dad was like, hey, you need to come sit down. I need to fuck with these folks. You know what I'm saying? I need you to, I told him you'll be there. I told him you're going to be there, Joe. I told him that I got you in. Right. And so, yeah, this shit's probably been going on, a bunch, but
you think that's there's a gang of NIL flops and we just haven't heard about them because niggas haven't made the NFL yet, or they didn't make the NFL,
Yeah, because the NIL's only been, this is the second year, right? So this guy was last year, the first one.
The
so
first
just imagine
year, right?
Some of these ones that are in freshmen and
was it Florida or University of Miami that had the big scandal for the boosters?
That was Florida with the quarterback, or was it the?
I don't know. No, like years ago.
It probably was. It probably was Miami.
I think it was Miami. Yeah. I was gonna say, damn nigga, you would think because he was that Kaz Baxter is from Florida.
Yeah,
or Dexter, excuse me, Baxter. But I was thinking, damn, you would think you would be a little bit more cautious doing deals with niggas that trying to give you money at a school that's known for doing shady shit with money. But
they know. They knew that somebody probably peeped him and was like, hey, this is illegal. Take the money.
Yeah.
You're going to just end up having to just pay back the $400,000 because I think that's at the end of the day, that's what's going to happen because you can't put people into predatory lending situations. There's laws and stuff, and the way that's set up.
And I'm sure the nigga has thrown bread at a nice lawyer, and if he's saying, nigga, let's pursue this shit, he's not going to waste his time.
Yeah. And if he did this deal without his parents knowing, because he could have easily done that, right? They're like, oh, aren't you going to get an NIL deal? He's like, yeah, I am. Feeling some type of pressure to show up with some money because there's probably players on the Florida team
getting
pulling
bread.
up with whips and you don't want to be the odd person out, so you're like
Shador drives a Maybach, just so you know. But anyways, that's my point. Nigga, NIL niggas are getting crazy.
I'm so excited to watch how the next recruiting class happens for them.
Oh my god!
Because if I was sitting at home and I'm seeing them on YouTube, all documented and stuff, having fun,
players can have their own channels. It's fucking wanted. No, go get that bag. Are you working or are you twerking? That's the saying that they say. That's their shit. No, I'm working. You know what I'm saying? Niggas are being off recording and be like, are you working or are you twerking? He said, I'm working. It's are you just bullshitting? You doing a TikTok dance or you out here shooting for NIL? You know what I'm saying?
Stuff,
about to do a commercial for your NIL deal or, get a commercial for your YouTube, so you can get a following and get your money because that's what NIL deals. You get eyes on you going to get bigger check.
Yeah.
But yeah, speaking of flop deals, it's not really a flop deal. You heard about Spotify?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You actually told me about it. You're the one who told me about it.
So, the Spotify freaking... You're talking about how they invested in podcasting and they haven't really got a return from it?
How? A Billy
over 4 years.
A Billy. Oh, no, you love that song, huh?
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
No.
young
Carter
billionaire. I'm a young money belly. Go ahead, boy.
Softer than
It's
Nigerian.
tougher.
Oh,
God,
isn't it softer?
no.
Why would it be tougher?
Because Nigerian hair is tough, nigga.
Why does he want to be tough? Isn't he saying I'm soft?
He's I'm a bitch like Nigerian hair, nigga.
he's like.
But
He said it's not velvet, it's softer.
Suck, you can stand you.
It's not velvet, it's softer. I said, nigga, that's fucking Russell.
Who said that?
Russell.
Oh my god.
He said it's not velvet, it's softer. You're like, what? No, but yeah, like Spotify fucking, I think last year they lost like 430 million. They put out that billion and they thought they were going to get a return in it. And what they were doing with this building or $1 billion was like building studios, locking up like contracts with like Joe Rogan. They paid him like 200 million for like a 5-year or 10-year deal. They signed like the Obamas. They signed like, I think Kim
Joe Budden, they offered him something light, right?
Yeah, they said like 8 million or 3 million or something.
That has to be so disheartening. Not to bring up Joe Budden again,
Yeah.
but they go, "Oh, you guys just got 100 mil and I got 8."
Yeah,
It's fucked up.
it is fucked up.
But so what happened? They just haven't got the return yet, or it's looking like they're not going to get the return.
It's not looking like they haven't got the return. I think in 2022 it brought in like 230 million.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like not $1 billion. And then like this in 2023 they had like quarters where they lost like 430 million.
Yeah.
Then 300 million. And so it's just like hemorrhaging money because they signed all these like. Well, they built the studios, but these exclusive deals, it's like, hey, Joe Rogan can only be on Spotify.
Yeah.
Well, shit, yeah, you're going to bring like a crowd that's into Spotify.
But not everybody who watched Joe Rogan.
Yeah, it would probably be better for them to like buy Joe Rogan's show and then collect the royalties on every platform they can put it on. Because if I listen to my shit on Apple Music, I'm not downloading Spotify just to go fucking... I potentially would. I'm not like a fan of Joe Rogan's like 100% like that, but that's kind of a big jump as opposed to like $1 million worth of game. They signed theirs with Barstool Sports. Bar? Hold on.
Okay, go ahead.
Barstool Sports.
He said, I said, God damn. Barstool.
Oh my gosh.
God, take a drink of water, boy. I gotta turn on it. But that's what I was gonna say is $1 million game is signed with Barstool Sports, so Barstool's everywhere, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they post on YouTube, they post Apple Music, they post Spotify, they post everywhere. And that's another thing, like we were talking last time when we were talking about Joe Budden on their podcast, is he does subscriptions. Yep. So it's like if we were to do a Patreon account, not everybody who watches YouTube is going to pay for the Patreon, right?
Yep.
Some people will, but you're going to limit the amount of viewers now that get to see that content because not everybody's going to be, or not everybody has it like that. Or, some people don't fuck with Spotify. Some people only do Apple Music or YouTube. So
Barstool has a better chance of recouping their money that they're paying Gillian Wallow because they own exclusivity rights to that content for however long that deal is. If it's 5 years, wherever $1 million worth of game is on Apple Podcasts, they're collecting from there. YouTube, Stitcher, fucking Spotify, Pandora, they're getting all those revenue streams, and Gillian Wallow are going, we're getting 100 million guaranteed right now. We know that they could potentially make 150. They potentially could make 200 million. We're okay with that. Potentially, shit could go ice cold,
and you could make 8 million.
Yeah, make 8 million, or how like Spotify did. They haven't been able to recoup the money that they have. So it's like,
and on top of that, they get the chance to. They're not only making that money, they're making money from sponsors, right?
Yeah.
So I'm sure some sponsors can't work with Spotify.
Yep.
I'm sure some big companies can't work with certain platforms because they're contracted to do, like, oh, I have to work with Caffeine because that's my streaming. That's the streaming company that I'm contracted with.
Yeah.
Right. So that allows them to get as many sponsorships as they want to, So just another level of money or another income of money that most people don't get.
The Spotify was going so bad that they like cut the Obama show. They locked in these like exclusive deals, but then they like cut the Obamas because they're like, damn, we need to just stop this hemorrhaging. They fucking cut what is the Prince Harry and the Meghan Markle,
his lady, yeah.
They cut that show.
So they all had podcasts.
They all had podcasts that they went and paid them like hell. They're like, hey, Obama, we'll get, we want your guys' show $50 million for whatever. They're like, give us the bag. And then they're like, oh, we cut you. They're like, thank you, because I can go put my shit on every platform and now collect royalties from that, So
it's random. You saw the picture of the youngest Obama daughter smoking a cigarette in a bikini.
Did she? Well, Obama smoked.
He used
to smoke Newports back in the day.
And he used to smoke J's too.
Oh, yeah. He used to smoke J's too. So
I'm sure he's probably like, God damn it. It's all right. Just got to be careful. They're watching.
That's 100%. That's all you can really tell your daughter.
I caught that shit. No, I didn't, nigga. I thought I had that bitch. Boy, this has been a fly flying around. I'm about to snag that nigga so quick. But it was like the same thing when it was like
but I don't even fucking see
it. Stupid. But it's like when Bronny got caught smoking tree on his live.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure LeBron does too, but what can you tell him?
Yeah.
It's the same thing a regular parent would tell him. You know what I'm saying? It's not like nigga, you got to be careful. If that's what you're going to be doing, like, you're getting to the age where I'm not going to be with you all the time.
Yeah.
You can't be posting shit. You can't be just wilding. Like, niggas are going to...
I feel like 4 years ago or something, there was like a video of her like drinking or something.
Okay.
Or whatever. I mean, so it's like...
I hope not. She's only like 16. No, I'm just joking.
I'm like, what the fuck? She's other than that, but... the smoking thing, I bet, was like, ugh, that's kind of, like, you wouldn't think the president's daughter would smoke. Like, right. What are you stressed out about? Obviously, that is that's a shitty saying. Like, what would you be stressed out about? How hard would it be to be the president's daughter?
Right.
And, like, everything.
You just had security your whole life.
And just, like, people fucking with you because of that only. Like, that would be a weird place.
Can I take a picture? Is your dad going to be there?
Yeah.
Like, nigga, are you want to come or not?
Yeah. Everybody's trying to go without protection and stuff to try to get into the family.
100%.
Everybody saying, I love you. Like, damn, like, man, I don't know. That would be hard for...
So, back to Spotify, sorry.
Yep.
What do you think they need to do? What do you think they could do? Or, I mean... I don't know if you have an idea or if you even thought about it, but like to get some of their bread back, or
they got to trim the fat.
Yeah, because what they've been doing.
Yeah, pretty much what they've been doing.
Yeah,
and it's like to make money off of podcasting, it's like you just have to build like a wide base.
Right.
You just want everything on your platform, and then if everything's on your platform and the traffic's going to your platform, then you can sell the advertising dollars.
Right.
Because have you seen how like they do like the advertisements inside the podcast, right? Like the one we do with call Colin. You know what I'm saying? 208 639 04 12.
I got you, boy.
But
we memorized that shit, though. Yeah. Make sure you motherfuckers call them. Anyways.
So those ones that are inside the show, like I'm assuming Gilly and Wallow get those. Have you ever been listening to the podcast where, like, at the beginning of it, it's like an Idaho commercial? I don't know. You don't listen to audio very much, huh?
No, I don't.
So, like, I'll be hitting...
on YouTube, it'll be a fucking Peterson commercial.
So,
and I'll be like... Fucking Peterson, bitch ass, faggot ass, puss ass bitches.
Those ones are YouTube selling the spot.
Okay.
You know what I mean? They're putting it in front of your video or like on the back end of the video or something like that. Those ones, Gilly and Wallow wouldn't be getting the money for that.
Right.
So when Spotify has the Joe Rogan and 11 million viewers,
Spotify's getting paid for those ads that are on
the front or like whatever, but if it's like inside the Joe Rogan show, then he's getting paid.
Gotcha.
But those ones that are like, damn, that's really targeted.
Right.
You know what I mean? That one, they can get the bread. So you really just want the widest base. Obviously, I think their investments into studios is okay, right? Because you could just be like, hey,
rent
we'll
out
let
a
you
space,
come.
yeah.
Even if you don't rent it out, be like, you can come fuck with you can shoot yours here. Then you're gonna be like kind of invested, with them or whatever, So, I think that's the only thing you can do. And one of the articles I was reading, it was like there's like 4 million podcasts.
Jesus.
And I'm
but there's only one Random Realness.
Only
you know
one
what I'm
motherfucking
saying?
Random Realness.
You know what I'm saying?
And a lot of the motherfuckers is gonna quit after episode like 13 or 14.
You know what I'm saying, nigga? We 42 in, nigga. We got 10 more for a year, nigga.
Yeah.
Shit, we less than 3 months away, nigga.
Man,
boy.
When December coming up. December coming up. Hey. Drop in the comments if you got, maybe some set ideas.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to do something.
We got to get more pictures, nigga. That's what it comes down to.
My shit.
He said that my shit's bad. My shit's busted.
They even got.
Hey, tell us in the comments if you can tell us what that picture is of.
A woohoo!
Yeah, let us know. No, we don't want any motherfucking hits, nigga. Goof ass boy.
They know.
They can't see shit, nigga. You got a minute.
When I was going to order it, I was like, man, that might be too big.
Oh, you ordered that? I thought you printed it. I thought you printed that yourself and just got a frame. That's on me.
I got that.
Players fuck up. That's on me.
No, I could tell. I brought it in. I'm like, here, yay, this. He just drops it on the ground. I'm like, you just broke my frame, dog.
It explodes everywhere. Nigga, frame went into 17 pieces. I didn't even know the frame had that many pieces. Nigga.
God.
He said, no, it's good.
Yeah. Oh, what? Okay.
Back together.
When I say 4 million different podcasts out there, how does that make you? Like, how does that make you feel, or what? Like,
honestly, I feel like podcasting is the new rap game.
Mm-hmm.
It's a way to make money. Everybody thinks that they can do it. Everybody thinks it's easy, and I can do it. Blah blah blah, and it's just the wave right now. It's not for everybody. Like you said, niggas are gonna quit.
Yeah,
niggas are gonna give up. Niggas are gonna go from posting once a week to once every 2 weeks to once every month to and it's just gonna. Some niggas are gonna blow. Some niggas are gonna be super popping. Some people are gonna be consistent, but I mean, I just feel like it's like professional basketball players, nigga. Everybody wants to be one until they realize the work that it takes and the dedication, and
I'm really like my mind goes to like the evergreenness of this.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I got knocked off today, if I ate my last cheeseburger and my artery clogged or whatever,
he said I went like this.
They can run out there for generations and be like, damn, we got 42 hours of Grandpa John or great Grandpa John. He thought he was so fucking funny.
This nigga's stupid as fuck.
Whatever it is.
Damn, bitch, where'd you get your blockhead from? My great granddaddy.
Yeah, they're like, who is?
Right.
Be like, hit play. You know what I mean?
It's a old ass video.
4K looking like the 1992 fucking
15K by the time they're watching shit.
Yeah, so that part I like. I enjoy putting my opinion on just whatever we talk about. Like,
that's one of the doper things is that the more we do it, I feel the more feedback and people interact with us. Thank you guys if you comment on Instagram, YouTube, anything. Like, shit's fire to interact with you guys. So I think it's funny as fuck. Like, getting on Instagram and seeing like you got a comment and niggas like he ain't never been on a diet in his life, like shit like that. Shit's just hella funny, it's just dope. That aspect of it, because when we first started, that nigga wasn't even watching, I'm sure. So it's just cool to see like people we don't know interact with us, even if it's an opinion that they don't agree with. You know what I'm saying? So it's cool.
It's like just to see like after we drop it and then it just like has views like faithfully. I'm just like, damn,
somebody already watched. It's only been out 9 hours. There's 22 views.
Yeah, it's like even if it's just one person, it's still like, damn.
No, if it's one person, I'm like, if I didn't watch it, I'm like, this nigga John watched it. I mean, J. Dot watched it. Beep. This nigga J Dot watched it. If that wasn't my view, if there's only one, I'm like, oh, that was him.
Yeah.
Or his wife or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's cool to see like randomly after like a 12-hour span it drops, and then you go back and look like halfway through the day and it has 20 plus views or 40 views, and you're like, god damn.
Yeah.
It's dope. Somebody took the time. It makes me wonder like, oh damn, how many people watch it, listen to it on other platforms?
Yeah.
So but yeah, if you like our content, if you don't like our content, if you don't like our content, if you like our content or don't, let us know in the comments below. You know what I'm saying? If you're on YouTube right now, make sure you hit that subscribe and alert button.
Yeah.
You know, if you
ring that bell. Ring that bell. Get them notifications.
You know what I'm saying? We drop every Saturday.
Yeah.
Every weekend. We're on here. We got a good hour for you. You know what I'm saying? Well, go ahead.
Dog, the World Cup basketball team.
Oh, nigga.
We were out here getting off. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I want to shout out, what's his name? Noah Lyles.
Yeah.
You still ain't shit, nigga.
Yeah.
That ain't the real motherfucking Olympics, nigga.
Man.
We had fucking Austin Reeves on the motherfucking team.
Pull up that starting lineup real quick in the text messages.
Yeah.
So, let's say, damn, what could we do?
All right, here we go. Tyrese Halliburton, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, Brandon Ingram, Paolo Banchero. This is the one that pisses me off. Bobby Portis.
Junior,
nigga. Anthony Edwards, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, Jaren Jackson, Walker Kessler, and Austin Reeves.
I know 5.
None of them, besides maybe Anthony Edwards, will make the actual Olympic team.
Yeah.
None of them. And you seen what LeBron said?
What'd he say?
You think it's a game, huh?
Oh, that's what he said?
He said, oh, Olympics are coming. Olympics are coming, boy.
I was waiting for them to start coming off the sideline.
Dame said he wants in.
Please.
Kyrie wants in.
Please.
Yeah.
Get the shooter out there. Get the shooter out there. He might not be able to fly international right now. But get him. What's his name?
Oh, Ja?
Yeah, Ja.
He said, go give him, unleash him to the world.
Keep it down.
That boy, he'd be in Taiwan or wherever it's going to be. This Paris, just fucking, TikTok dancing with 8 straps.
If they think it's a game, I've already have my homeboy International Tay in the DMs talking shit.
Hey,
and I'm like, how can you not see that these rosters aren't the same,
bro? When Dennis Schroeder takes over the game against an Olympic team,
Dennis Schroeder,
yeah,
who's that?
He's actually nice. I'm not gonna lie,
but
he's this black cat from Germany. Mm-hmm. And he played for the nigga with the yellow patch in his head. The point guard, black as shit.
Okay, the dude off belly.
Yeah, oh God. But he was supposed to get like $140 million deal, turned it down.
Dick high like
he turned it down. He was supposed to get like $140 million deal, turned it down, ended up getting like a $18 million 2-year contract, and he just balled the fuck out in the Olympics or the FIBA World Cup, and like, not to say he's not nice, but
yeah,
nigga, if he had to guard Dame Lillard or Kyrie Irving or Chris Paul, I'm not saying he couldn't guard Chris Paul, but Chris Paul mentally and IQ wise, and Devin Booker, he's not taking over the game. Steph Curry. Like, he's not taking over the game. Like, bro, we have so many superstars that weren't on the team that I don't know what the team's going to be.
That's what I was about to say. I'm like, I don't know if Kyrie going to make the cut.
You're right.
He might be a cancer over there. I'm not even going to lie.
Dame, Steph, there's your 2 point guards.
You got enough killers that you don't have to go with any fluffy bitch shit right now.
Right. And then you're going to have fucking, the bigs are going to be the weakness. If you think about it, all the like super dominant bigs right now in the league are foreign. Joel Embiid's not going to play for USA. Jokic won't play for USA.
Yeah.
That nigga don't even like playing in the USA.
I wouldn't want Joel Embiid to be fucking playing on the team anyway.
I know. I'm just saying they say he's MVP. He was the MVP last year, so you can't say the nigga's not the best big.
MVP of Charmin. He on the front page of Charmin and shit.
Talk that shit.
Anyway, so laugh, joke on us right now. Shit's not aging well.
Champions of what? World champion. Nigga, it's coming.
It's coming.
All right,
and
Noah.
It was in Paris, right?
Yeah.
2024.
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, Noah Lyles won his events gold.
I know 1 and 2. Yeah, 1 and 200. He's a legit.
He's nice.
He's a runner. He's a legit.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
Yeah, but that's the only place for them to perform. It's not like he could be like running track on the side somewhere and then get bored over there. Like that's the only place that track happens.
Right.
But these NBA players, LeBron's at home,
everywhere, nigga.
Steph Curry's at home, all of them at home doing their thing. So it's like,
you know how disappointed everybody that wasn't on the FIBA World Cup team that's gonna be on the Olympic team was when they lost. They were like, oh yeah, nigga, I'm going to the Olympics. You got me fucked up.
Yeah, that would be like if somebody like if some war happened on actually hit the soil of the U.S. Mm-hmm. Everybody be ready to sign up like Power,
Oh
like
God, nigga,
G.I. Joe,
Power Rangers
like,
unite.
Yeah, it'd be like, oh yeah, we going in.
Right.
So that's what I think. That's what it needed. That little spark to get the vets off their
ass.
Yeah, and be like, it's more than just.
I feel like it's always been that though. Like nobody ever wants to play FIBA World Cup, but when Olympic comes around, it's like, okay.
I feel like there was a little part where they were skipping the dream team. Mm-hmm. They were like, oh no, I'll let you do it. You do it. Like this one is gonna be hella personal. After
I think it's gonna get ugly.
Yeah.
For real. I think it's going to get super duper ugly.
I need to see some like 120 to 60s all the way through. I need something like that to just like put that to bed.
Right.
Since they wanted to come off on that Twitter beef. And
the worst part is it was an American that said it.
I know.
That's the worst part. Nigga, if it had been a German, we'd have been like, nigga, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
But now we're like, nigga, what are you talking about?
They're going to be the other teams in the Olympics are going to be like, why were you talking shit, nigga? Why are you waking up a sleeping giant?
Oh, God.
They were like, God damn.
So, crazy sad about the actual Dream Team. I heard they didn't use they used no timeouts the whole time, the whole Olympic Games.
That's kind of cool. That's a flex.
If this next Olympic isn't like that on that type time, we don't need timeouts, nigga. You call the timeout?
Yeah.
I don't want to hear it. I don't want to see shit, nigga. We are ass, nigga. If we're not on if he dies mentality. I don't want to hear shit, nigga. We're ass.
Yeah.
And catch us losing, nigga. I'm moving to Brazil. Keep playing with me.
Yeah.
Episode 42, cousin.
Yeah.
Been a good one.
Yeah.
You all right?
Yeah.
I'm your host, Chave. I appreciate you guys. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, share. Again, comment, like, subscribe, share. Make sure your mama's mama knows. It's my motherfucking other host,
J. White, the fly guy.
The fly guy. And sometimes he's the bye guy. Oh, no, just he said we're out, bye. No, but for real, we appreciate you guys. You got anything you want to say to him?
No, I just appreciation, yeah.
Appreciation.
Get us to 500.
500. I got 2 hot chips right here waiting for us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't no pussies. I mean, I might be when I eat it, but right now I ain't no bitch.
Yeah.
We appreciate you though. Episode 42. We in the books. We'll see you guys next week for episode 43.
Yeah.
Well, I got one for that ass too.
I
already got one for that ass. We out.